Why are eyes and the throat so activating on the twin flame journey? Well, the eyes are the windows to the soul. And when twins look into the eye of the other, they see their own God essence. They see their true soul's reflection reflecting back at them. It's something that they can no longer avoid. It's something they can no longer, it's that saying, when you've seen it, you can't unsee it. And this is what happens to both the feminine and the masculine. Remember, the eyes are the windows to the soul, and what is coming back at you is your own soul essence, your own soul signature, your God essence. And so you can try and put on a brave face and go, yeah, everything's good in my world. But the soul can never lie. And when you look into your divine counterpart's eyes, what is coming back is your authentic truth, is your original soul blueprint. And this is highly activating. When soul recognition happens, and this is when the soul recognizes itself in your divine counterpart and vice versa, now it cannot be unseen. It cannot be unfelt. It starts this beautiful unfolding, an unbecoming, because both the divine masculine and the divine feminine have held a certain level. It's a bit like the swan, and we know that swans are one of those spirit animals on this journey. The swan looks all peaceful and calm on the surface, but underneath, they can be flapping around. And on this journey, once that soul recognition happens, it activates the heart chakra, it activates the kundalini, it activates the core wounds, but it also activates those eyes. Now, and this is why the divine masculine will, not look into your eyes, will try and avoid that eye contact, because when they see that eye contact, when they see the eyes, they see their truth staring right back at them. Another part of the journey which is deeply activating is the voice. And this is why another reason why divine masculine stops maybe the phone calls, or stops speaking or makes excuses why they're unable to turn up in the 3D physical, because the voice activates something so deep within them. Remember, on this journey is a journey of vibration. And here's a key bit of information. What you are doing in the 3D, in the physical, really is irrelevant. This is a journey of frequency and energy. So you could be saying, I no longer love you, but deep within your heart chakra, you are holding that deep love. This journey is beyond what you are saying in the physical. It is felt on a soul vibration. And if there is love there, there is love there. It cannot be avoided. And so this journey is beyond time and space. It is beyond what is happening in the physical. And that's why the divine feminine, the masculine may block, the masculine may run, the masculine may speak words that say no more, but you feel something so deep within your soul vibration. You feel it, you know it. And the mind and ego may go, no, another story, no, don't feed into it. But it is felt at a deep soul level. Here's the paradox though. You divine feminine, you go first. You divine feminine is not about staying in waiting energy, is not by being in the longing, in the desiring. This is about you coming into that beautiful, sacred, sovereign self where you rise up. And in rising up, you say, this is the frequency that we are going to hold. This is the frequency. When you are ready to step up and meet me in this frequency, this is where you will find me. You are not coming down into those lower frequencies. And I really, a lot of the time, one or both twins can be in another connection. And it is not about you coming down and meeting them in that lower frequency. If they're in another connection, they're not ready to meet you in this higher vibration. Twins this is a sacred journey. It's not about being sneaky or trying to manipulate situations. This is about going, no, what is sacred to my heart? What is true to my heart? I am holding this vibration. And when you are ready, you can find me in this vibration. Before then, I am sorry, I'm not coming down to this lower vibration, but my heart is open. It's not about shutting out. A lot of the time we hear on the twin flame journey that, to shut them out, to close the door, to ignore them. And I teach to detox, but I'm not teaching to detox so you're trying to wipe all existence out. You've been activated. You're now on a soul's journey. But what you are doing through detox is getting out of that lower vibration where you get triggered and come down and meet them in the lower vibration. Instead, you move the journey forward by aligning with your soul and going, this is the vibration I am in. When you are ready, you can meet me here. But until then, I am not open to come down to the lower vibration. I am not there in that lower vibration. I am moving forward. And in that moving forward, I always have an open heart to whatever is flowing into me. This is about being in the now moment. Sometimes people will say to me, yeah, but what about if a soulmate comes in? What about if a soulmate comes in? Yeah, but they're not my divine counterpart. But in that now moment, you are in that higher vibration. You are not in waiting energy. You are not in longing energy. You know that you are on the journey, but you are open to everything that is coming in. And sometimes a high-level soulmate does come in to show you another reflection where you need to heal. Maybe it is letting go of the betrayal, the validation of feeling abandoned. Maybe you're about to take it to the next level. And guess what? When you take it into the next level, you shift in your frequency, you shift in consciousness. As you shift, it ripples through to the divine masculine. They can no longer, because the mirror is held up there, because the frequency and the vibration is the same, they can try and stay in that lower vibration, but oh my goodness, it feels painful. The more they avoid, the more they try and run from their truth, not from you, from their inner truth, the more painful it becomes. But that is not about what you are working on, Divine Feminine. You are working on your soul alignment. What is your truth? Where are you aligning to? How are you rising in your frequency? If you're ready to shift on this journey, my Twin Flame course is there. It gives you the A to Z of the journey, how to move through it, how to hold that frequency, how to shift, how to balance Divine Masculine in so you don't then go into another separation and you don't go into another looping energy. This journey is a forward moving journey, and my work is all about you coming into that sovereign frequency. So you hold the energy and the frequency that is divinely guided for you. This is a beautiful journey, but only when you stop meeting Divine Masculine in the lower frequencies, whether it be energetic or in the 3D, and you go, no, I release it, I let go, I move into the higher frequency. When you are ready, you will magnetize in on that soul frequency. Remember, what is meant for you will never, ever miss you. I send you so much love. If you need more help and support, it's the 3 W's, www.catsacredsoul.com. I send you much love. Have a blessed day.